Hey, Sandals Church, how you guys doing? My name is Justin Kowalski. I'm our campus supervisor at Palm Avenue, and I'm honored to host your community group. Now, here's the thing. We had an amazing message from Pastor Matt Brown today, and as I was sitting in this and listening, I was like, man, what a great bunch of discussion questions for community group. As we're talking about how to help people, ... without going crazy. And I was like, oh man, the one thing that makes us crazy sometimes is community group, right? Not really, but sometimes we're in group and we're talking about maybe the same thing every week, the same thing every month. And we're like, we're not getting anywhere. You're starting to feel a little bit of that tension. I'm like, man, this person keeps bringing up the same thing, but we're getting the same results. Or somebody's sharing something about something they're dealing with, and we're getting the same results. And so what I think is great about community groups is we can really be honest with each other, right? We can say, hey, here's some real truths that you need to know about yourselves. Like when it comes to how are we engaging with people, maybe we're not aware of what our strengths are. We can have people in our community that say, hey, this is what you're really good at. Maybe you need to not be involved with this. And that's the other thing. What am I being involved of? What am I making myself a part of? We need people to speak into our lives to say, that's not something you should be a part of. That's not something you need to help with. We really need people to speak those truths to us. And that's why it's important that we, A, are in community, and B, have people who really know us. That's how we live an authentic life. That's part of being real. And so the other part of that is making boundaries. We're so bad at making boundaries, and sometimes we need other people to say, hey, this is where, again, going back to really knowing somebody, this is not a good move for you. Invite people into that process so that they can help you be better at communicating and helping and serving others without going crazy. Because once you let people past your boundaries, they're going to continue to creep in, and you're not going to be able to have safe spaces for yourself or your family or the people you're doing life with. And finally, it's really important for us to be talking about this so that we can also explore, hey, what does it look like for me to stop caring for this person? Or how do I end this season? Because if someone's not willing to take any of your advice, especially if you're giving good, godly advice, they need to say, hey, you know what? It's time for us to stop this. You're literally wasting the time. You're wasting the resources that God has given you if someone else isn't taking a hold of them. Give yourself to people who are willing to take and move and learn. People who want that, give your time to them. You'll waste zero time if someone's actually going to take steps to change and start to live a better life by listening to the wisdom that you have from. So talk about this stuff in your groups. It's really important. It's going to be a great time. Hopefully it's a challenging conversation, and it brings up some stuff maybe you need to see as just a member of your group or even as the leader of your group. So I'm excited for you guys to go through that. And before I leave, I wanted to remind you guys and invite you, Pastor Matt and Tammy Brown have invited you guys to come to a really awesome event at Hunter Park Sandals Church on Friday, August 27th. Doors open at 6:30, but the event starts at 7. Hope that you guys go there. Please make it happen. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be some special stuff planned for you guys. Be well and have a great night.